debates, insights, it's on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The convo's unique. Curtis Selby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, let's dive in deep with Curtis Selby. The convo's unique. The convo's unique. The convo's unique.
Greetings, conversationalists across this fruited plain. Yes, I'm stealing a phrase. It is I, Curtis Selby, retired midnight blogger, your voice of Northern Oklahoma. Hopefully my ADD will allow me to stop adding titles to my name. Unlike the beautiful countess that I am dating, Alyssa, Narcissa, Francesca, Juanita, Senorita, Mamacita, Comtessa. I'm teasing. I'm still dating the nurse lady who probably thinks I've forgotten her. It was like, it's been so busy. Welcome to the June 1st, 2025 edition of The Voice of Northern Oklahoma, where I try to pretend like I've got professional levels of skill, throw out random advertisements for people who pay good money for much better talent, and hopefully entertain you guys a little bit. Oh, hey, I went from 5 to 4. Woo! Woo! We're racking them up today. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Connie Cleary. If I had that 50 XP game, you'd probably be on the top of the leaderboard, but I don't. So, Connie Cleary, the faithful bird woman of YouTube. Wrench extraordinaire. If she doesn't know this thing about birds, you probably don't need to know it anyway. Please check out her channel and her other second channel, Fluff Chick Productions. One of my paid subscribers on Patreon. Please think about supporting us there. I'm writing some silly stuff from my old lost novel. Y'all let me know if you're, one, if you read it, and two, are you enjoying it at all? Give me some constructive feedback. JPRPH1, yippee, and hail 4-time Silver Sow Award winner, Curtis Selby. I need to go to a trophy shop and just make one up so I can be a quote-unquote legitimate Silver Sow Award winner. Last award I won was for, like, legitimately state champion extemporaneous FFA speech contest winner. And since then, I've won Jack and Squat. Kapla Gorillas. Ham Hand Thoughts. He has changed his name. It's very Tolkien-esque. It is not to be confused with Helm Hammerhand, which they took a beautiful story of and turned it into another Disney-esque girl boss movie. The Gorillas is great, folks. Please check out his channel. He sent me a link last night, which I just didn't even see because I was busy trying to stay awake watching something. I was watching a movie. I was watching Inner Space, which was actually really good, but, exhaustion, all that stuff. Check out his channel. Check out his watch parties. Check out his cigar lounges. Good people. He's always got a ring of good people in his, whatever you call it, that panel, that thing. It's not a fence panel, it's a panel of people. And he's also the poor person who created the really cool song at the beginning of my podcast. So thank you very much for that. I ought to rank you as a paying member since you made my podcast. I don't know. My song. People saying hello to each other. This dummy, he owes me money, but he wants to know if my Rumble channel is working. So if anyone's there, please let me know. Gorillas, ham thoughts. Just trolling a blankety blank who has nothing better to do than insult random people in the comments. Ha ha! Oh, you're getting me confused with a certain TWL who made videos insulting to you and Troy Pacelli. I just thought I would let you know that, but I'm not going to give his actual name because I don't want to call out people online necessarily. But between you, about, yeah, he's been blocked on quite a few of the communities. I haven't blocked him only because I can't really find him now. It is what it is. Chick X after the stream. Yes, I did see that you sent something. Though you may have sent something since then. I need to watch that. Clear your schedule tonight at 5. Gorillas has a movie that I will never forget. Okay, so we got to clear. I'm going to clear my schedule, which means that right after this, I got to go to the hardware store, which is one of my paid member people, but they're also people who help me out with stuff. And my lawnmower is not working. And if I don't get it working pretty soon, I'm going to have knee-high weeds to slog through and probably angry townspeople coming after me with pitchforks and torches. All right. We've said hello to everybody, I think. Hey, what's that? That's not what I want. I don't want that. No. Well, it was a great stream for me. Good night, everybody. Oh, Gorilla sent me a Voice of Northern Oklahoma thumbnail. God bless, sir. I will look at that later. I'll look at that later. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my stuff. I'm going to take a risk here, and I'm going to share, not the whole thing, but I just wanted to share just a tiny little portion of this. Before there was a Voice of Northern Oklahoma, there was a Oklahoman who is the voice of the entire nation. He was the forerunner of the people that I'm trying to steal ideas from. In other words, Johnny Carson, Paul Harvey. This is the guy who actually got all this stuff started. So I just wanted to play maybe 10 or 15 seconds of RSU Public Television's Will Rogers and American Politics.
Rogers knew if you were a big person, you could take a joke, and it would probably be good for the country, for the president to get a little ribbing from time to time.
I just wanted to play that a little bit. We have evidently forgotten that. We no longer can take jokes. But also it's partly because we've forgotten how to give jokes. TWL doesn't make jokes. He kind of insults. And that's not cool. You know, we rib people, give them like Gorillas just now. He said I was insulting people in the chat. He's making a joke. Because we're both mature adults, I can laugh at that because I realize that he's mostly joking. And, you know, maybe it would be really pointless of me to go, Gorillas, you big dodo nom big nom head. But no, we can't do that anymore. We have to label each other as ists and things like that. It looks like Gorillas has been censored again. Crap. I'm okay. So for a 10% cut, I'll break his leg. I can actually kind of see why that one was censored, although I think it shouldn't have been, because reference back to we need to be able to take jokes. And ahoy, accounting sheep. I just need to have some time. I need time. But like Sunday has gotten to be almost the only time I've got. But I need to check out your project just to see how you're doing, how it's progressing. I'm just basically saying, hey, keep up with the said project. I think it was pretty freaking awesome. For all I know, he's probably already got it published and it's made him 1 million views. That's how great I am. All right. Anyway, Will Rogers knew how to make a joke and people knew how to take jokes. See, what did yeah, the project is published. I need to go to his channel. I need to listen to it. I need to share it. You'll go there. You'll probably figure out what I'm talking about in seconds. It's really good. It's really amazing. If you like classical literature at all, and if you don't, why are you even listening to me? It's a joke. I mean, it's a joke. If you don't like classical literature, please keep listening to me, at least for now. But also check out Accounting Sheep. He's got some wonderful things, some poems, some parodies. Really talented person. I made the mistake of making a poem on Troy's channel using AI. That was terrible. But, you know, that's my bad. I should have actually just sat down, written something, maybe ran that through AI to see if it could improve it. Accounting Sheep has 11 views on it. It kind of deserves much more than that. So please, people, check him out. Whatever, you know, if I'm guessing right, it's probably his last or second to the last thing, and it's definitely worth your time. I think it's 10 minutes, something like that. But by all means, yes, there you go. Leave that link in there. If you like poetry at all, if you like history at all, I think you will really enjoy this. And if you don't know the history that it's talking about, look it up. It's a story worth reading. It's one of the big reasons why we have republics at all. Gorilla's Ham Thoughts. I think I found my kid's science project on the top shelf in the corner of the kitchen. I don't know why he labeled it King Hawaiian Rolls. Oh, it's 26 minutes. Well, it's 26 minutes. 26 minutes of your time, and you will enjoy it. Don't watch the prone that you were watching before. Don't watch the soap operas. Just for 26 minutes, go to Accounting Sheep and watch something that will really, really just make your spirit burn. You'll want to grab a sword. You'll want to go to battle. You will want to avenge the wronged women of your tribe. And if you don't want to, after listening to that, you either have no soul or you need psychological help. Either way, please keep listening to me because, you know, I need the views. Accounting Sheep also has a few short poems there. And Mikey Susie 4, hail and well met. Another wonderful creator here. He's got reviews of Red Dwarf and the A-Team. I pity the fool doesn't listen to his reviews of A-Team. I pity the fool. If I really had talent, I would sing Mr. T's song about loving his mother. Anyway, please check out this gentleman. He's got good stuff. He is often on the panel with Gorilla's Hammerhand Thoughts. I'm going to say it that way. John has bookmarked and commented. Huzzah. If 2 minutes is more your style, this one will cheer you up. There we go. Use those wrenches. Promote each other. Together we grow, saith JP, and I hope he's right. I want him to be right. If he's not right, I don't know if I want to be right myself. Talking about the guy who runs the Orville Nation and Inspiration. Wonderful human being out there. Okay, I've promoted people to general. All of you are now the very model of modern major generals. Let's start with the Oklahoma news. Hopefully Hopefully this is useful to y'all. I kind of wish Oklahomans would start listening to my stuff. But anyway, it is what it is. Oklahoma lawmakers override Stitt's veto of the missing unaliving indigenous persons funding. This article is a couple of days old from KSN 16 of 4 states homepage. I think the 4 states are Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and denial. Oklahoma lawmakers overrode Governor Kevin Stitt and passed the bill allowing state funding for the Office of Liaison for Missing. And I'm going to take the risk. Please don't ding me, YouTube. I'm not promoting this activity. I'm just saying that this activity happens. The Office of Liaison for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Persons. This is a cause that is close to my heart. I have been great friends and even once dated a really wonderful Native American woman. Things happened. We didn't work out, but she is she's one of the women that I don't in any way, shape, or form regret having dated. But there's a thing. The indigenous persons get murdered and disappeared and nobody investigates. Nobody cares. Mel Gibson covered it a little bit in his movie Boneyard. Movie was not great, but the issue it's a big deal. Earlier this month, Stitt vetoed the bipartisan bill saying that while he supports efforts to solve missing persons and homicide cases, I hope he does, he could not endorse legislation that singles out victims based solely on their race. I guess I can understand his thinking, but anyway, I'm not here to tell you how to think or tell you what I think. The unit within the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation will focus exclusively on missing and murdered American Indians. I don't know why there's a label for a thing here. Oh, I guess this is a video. Representative Ron Stewart, Democrat of Tulsa, who authored the bill, celebrated the veto override. Oh, okay. And here's his quote. Today, the Oklahoma legislature demonstrated its unwavering commitment to justice and accountability by overriding the governor's veto of House Bill 1137. I'm deeply grateful to my colleagues in both chambers, Democrats and Republicans, who stood together to prioritize the safety and dignity of indigenous communities across our state. The vote is more than a legislative victory. It is a moral affirmation that missing and murdered indigenous persons will not be forgotten or ignored in Oklahoma, he said. Cherokee Nation Principal Chief Chuck Hoskin Jr. and the United Indian Nations of Oklahoma praised the lawmakers. Here's what Chief Hoskin had to say. Today, MMIP families, advocates, and tribes praise the Oklahoma legislature for taking the right step and overruling Governor Stitt's veto of House Bill 1137, a bipartisan housekeeping amendment to the historic IDA's law. This amendment to IDA's law was about ensuring our missing and murdered cases of tribal citizens are kept at the forefront at the state level, and today it is. This bill had overwhelming support by both the House and Senate and should have been signed into law in the first place. The governor's decision to veto the IDA's law amendment, both his shifting and flimsy reasoning and timing it to coincide with National MMIP Awareness Day, was as heartless as it was thoughtless. Thankfully, the legislature did the right thing and turned this meaningful act into law. Signed, Chuck Hoskins, Chief Hoskin, whatever it is. Chuck Hoskin. Yeah, his name is Chuck Hoskin. Okay. This is a powerful and heartfelt step forward in the fight for justice, said Margot Gray, Executive Director of United Indian Nations of Oklahoma. Also, it sounds like a great name for an action character. Margot Gray. 50 Shades of Margot Gray. And yeah, I'll probably get dinged for that. This may be why Oklahomans don't listen to my stuff. We are profoundly grateful to the legislators in both chambers who stood with Native American families, survivors, and advocates across Oklahoma. According to the National Crime Information Center in 2016, There were 5,712 reports of missing American Indian and Alaska Native women and girls. However, the agency reported that NamUs only logged 116 cases, a significantly lower number than the number reported by the federal agency. In Oklahoma, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation lists just 88 missing American Indians, including many Cherokee residents. So there it is. Again, not meaning to tell you what to think, just saying that according to fourstatehomepage.com, anyway, there are 5,712 reports of missing Native, Indigenous women, but we're only investigating 116 cases. Make of that what you will. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Now that I've dampened the mood, maybe we can check out Sci-Fi Mummy's channel, because I never will work on my stream elements. I might as well just own up to it. It will never be worked on. Never. I will never make it work right. Mikey Susie 4, we've got First Nations legislation on the blocks in missing ladies up here in Canada too, Brother Curtis. All right. Again, I'm trying to be careful not to tell people what to think, but I think that is a positive thing personally. So, accounting sheet, this makes me want to make a tasteless first in, first out accounting joke. Ooh, boo! Gorilla Sense Thoughts. Why does it only have to be Indigenous people? Shouldn't all missing people matter? It's a good point. It's a good point. Mikey Season 4, resist the temptation. It's a double-edged sword, Gorilla, but I understand the question. I do understand the question. And I'm not here to tell anybody how to think. If you think it was right, if you think it was wrong, I'm just here letting you know what's going on. I'm trying to pretend like I'm a journalist. If I was your modern CNN person, I'd be saying stuff like, Stitt always lies, or the author of this bill always lies. No, that's not the job of a journalist. It's just a report. So your opinions, every one of you are valid. Every one of you should be heard. Another great person, another great creator, Resolute Germ. Thank you. I'm honored to have all of you here. It's so good to see you all. And I don't mean to call you out online. I should actually text you first, but let me know if you're wanting to do the Saturday thing, because I have next Saturday off. Again, not meaning to call you out. If you don't want to do it, or if you're not able to do it, just let me know. I'm happy either way, but I'd love to do a Saturday morning cartoon with you on this next Saturday coming when I'm off. I worked my tail off yesterday. It would be different if I didn't have the chronic fatigue. I think a normal person would do my job and laugh at me, but I got to admit, it exhausts the crud out of me. Counting sheep tribal chief vanishes in the wind, was unavailable for comment. Reference back to what I shared. Most of you probably didn't hear it, but a couple of you did. According to the great Oklahoman Will Rogers, we have to be able to take a joke, and so I think that's a lost art. So joke away, as long as it's not so tasteless that it makes me want to crawl under a rock. Gorilla's journalist, huh? So you're a soulless bastard who's a puppet of the deep state. Well, no, I'm a wannabe soulless bastard puppet of the deep state. I would love to get some of that USAID money. I'm hoping now that Elon Musk is no longer there, maybe USAID can sneak back under the covers and I can apply for a grant as a soulless bastard, make $1 million, maybe spend a couple thousand of it on my channel, report a bunch of things that make Orange Man look bad, and live happily ever after. Woo! Resolute Germ says I can come on anytime. Woo, 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 woo. Feel free to pick the cartoon. You know what I would like, but it's your channel, so I'll just be happy to be there and trade banter with some really clever and wonderful people. Lots of cussing. Gorillas has been censored. I hate censorship. Yep, Gorillas got censored by the YouTube overlords again. All hail the YouTube overlords, great and all-powerful YouTube overlords. Oh, and thank you very much. John Ponderero, I just saw on Rumble, has sent me a $1 super chat. Thank you very much. I need to come up with one of them things like what Culture Casinos got, like not necessarily a bear dance, but maybe I need to get a short clip of Cassie dancing or something and play it whenever I get a super chat. I also failed to recognize last week that Connie Cleary had sent me a super chat. I can't remember the amount, so forgive me. I would bring it up, but I've forgotten, and I don't want to say it's less than what it was, but it was a very, very generous thing. I love you guys, appreciate you guys. If I've got any hope of ever making this a thing where I actually make a living, it would be great. You guys are it. I'm not saying just you guys, but you guys plus whatever community we can gather around us. Oh, Resolute German has already scheduled Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. Well, Spider-Man will be an amazing time to spend with you guys. We can definitely talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man, he does all the things that a spider can. Gorillas Hamhead thoughts. It's only on Curtis's streams, really. I may need to look into my Stream Elements. Maybe my Stream Elements is censoring you. Well, man, maybe I should just get rid of Stream Elements because all I use it for is to, don't get me wrong, she's a great person, but it's like all Stream Elements does for me is tell you to check out Sci-Fi Mombi and maybe censors Gorillas. I'm just saying if it's just my channel, maybe that's what's going on. Gorillas has thank you songs. Eugene has one calling him my sugar daddy. Fantastic. Jeff B is saying hello to the community. Hail and well met, Jeff B. And Eugene's a sugar daddy. Sweet. I'm not going to talk about anything about sugar daddies this time. All right, my second news story has this weird person here. Isn't that great? Okay, so Channel 9, Oklahoma. Severe weather threat continues in parts of Oklahoma. It's kind of a running theme at this time of the year. The Zeus, Thor, and all the other weather gods just like to use Oklahoma as their drum. So News 9, as of 10:52 p.m. today. Wait, this is a week ago. Never mind. I thought that they had a newer one. Dang nabbit. Blankety blank. Curtis, not smart sometimes. Weather, Oklahoma, today. That's what I used for the other one. Why did it give me last week's? Because the internet hates me. It's 83 degrees. I don't know. We may not have any storms today. I may be boring as crap on this one. Nothing wrong with being boring, right? Yeah, 84 degrees, storms maybe on Tuesday. Yeah, okay, I'm going to be boring as crap. So let's skip on to the next thing, which I am fascinated about, whether or not you guys are. Hopefully you're at least like, yeah, that's something. Gorillas probably won't be very, very impressed by this, or Mikey, but I am, because it almost never happens. KOCO News Channel 5 reports pictures show Aurora Borealis over Tulsa as northern lights visible across the country. I know that they're kind of common further up north, but in Oklahoma, it does not happen very often. Geomagnetic storm made the northern lights visible across the U.S. late Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Here we have video of it even. Yeah, I don't care about anyway. Geomagnetic storm made the northern lights visible across the U.S. late Saturday night. While the aurora borealis was more visible in northern parts of the country, some Oklahomans were able to get a view of the northern lights. KOCO meteorologist Joseph Neubauer received reports that they were visible in northern Oklahoma during a night when storms moved through the state. See, there were storms that moved through the state. They just didn't want to report it in anything reporting about the weather. Oklahoma, geez, foot. KOCO 5 viewers said they could see the northern lights through the Talamina National Scenic Byway over Tulsa and faintly from Edmond. According to NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center, Santa Claus was nowhere to be seen. Active geomagnetic storm conditions may continue through early Monday morning. Oklahomans may be able to see the aurora borealis, but they probably won't be as prominent compared to other parts of the country. Anyone who took a picture is welcome to send it to web@koco.com, but we're not going to post it to the page because why would we want to do that? Okay, so let's see. Let's get back to the chat. Yeah, story of my life. Yeah, Gorilla says it's not Stream Elements, it's YouTube. I hope so, because I really don't want it to be anything that I'm doing. I can swear to you this, I'm not deliberately censoring anybody. I may be talking smack about certain British YouTubers, but I don't like to censor anybody. As the voice of Northern Oklahoma, what happened to Waurika? Is it washed away? We will look into that shortly. Let's finish up with the chat, though. YouTube has a personal vendetta against gorillas. Apparently, I'd be wary, my bro. Accounting sheet predicting the weather from a week ago, and they still can't get it right. Yeah, that sounds about right for everybody. And frankly, Oklahoma has some of the best meteorologists there are because their weather's so wonky. This is a great place to study it. Mikey Susie 4, meteorologists never get any weather reports ever right. Mother Nature makes them all look like morons. So Jeff B knows something I don't. Curse him. Let's see what's going on at Waurika, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to a flood site. Bahamas, come on, pretty mama. Let's see. No, nothing. Maybe if I spell it right. Let's see. Waurika, flooded. Waurika, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bahamas. Come on, pretty mama. Okay, that's May 5, May 8. Google really doesn't give a crap about Oklahoma. I guess that's what we get for voting red, huh? Let's try on Brave. Maybe Brave will give us something. Waurika, flooded. Nope, that got the same stuff. Let's refresh. I think this is it. Brave is better than Google. Google really, really sucks. Yep, this is it. Let's share this if it'll just let me. All right. Waurika issues voluntary evacuation notice ahead. Damn release. Well, I know it's bad news, but we really don't need to swear about it on the news. This from News 9, Thursday, May the 1st. Thursday? May the 1st. Oh, this is a month old. Well, crap. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, a month ago, they had a voluntary evacuation. Maybe Brave isn't much better than Google. Crap. what I'm trying to teach you is that Oklahoma does not matter. We're just a bunch of rednecks, red voters, and Native Americans. So if we all get flooded and die, nobody really cares. YouTube has a personal vendetta. I already said that. Accounting sheet. My comments occasionally disappear too, only on this channel. It might be the moderation settings. I'm going to have to look into my moderation settings and see if by some crazy touch of the wrong button, I've got you guys being censored. That's not cool. I'm a big proponent of no censorship, and here I may be accidentally, stupidly censoring everybody. You know what? I'm going to give you this news thing, even though it's not Oklahoma news. No, not Eureka flooded. No. This one. Poppies will make us sleep. Here we go. Harrison. I hope you're still seeing it. Let me check out and make sure. Yeah, looks like you are. Harrison Rufin Tyler, born November 9 in 1928, passed away May 25, 2025. He was an American preservationist and an archivist who, at the time of his passing in 2025, was the last surviving grandson of the 10th U.S. President John Tyler, who was born 1790 and passed away in 1862. The time between the president's birth and his grandson's passing spanned 235 years. Isn't that crazy? Harrison Tyler, he may be the one that was on the Doge thing. I almost wouldn't mind if he got free Social Security. Harrison Tyler was prominent in preserving the Tyler ancestral home, Sherwood Forest Plantation in Fort Pocahontas. He also donated voluminous historic family materials and funds to the history department of the College of William and Mary, which bears his name. Tyler was also a chemical engineer and businessman who co-founded ChemTreat Inc., a water treatment company. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. The Tyler Garden, dedicated to members of the Tyler family on the campus of the College of William and Mary, was constructed with funds donated by Tyler. Yeah, not really much to say about him. I'll talk about his personal life a little bit. Tyler and Frances Payne Booknight of Mulberry Hill Plantation, that all sounds so fictional, in Johnston, South Carolina, announced their engagement in 1957. The couple was married from July 1957 until her passing on February 8 of 2019. They had 3 children. So these are all great-grandchildren of President Tyler. Julia Gardner Tyler Samaniego, born in 1958. Harrison Rufin Tyler Jr., born in 1960. And William Booknight Tyler, born in 1961. They resided in Richmond, Virginia. Later in life, he was living in a nursing home in the Richmond area. Tyler was a preservationist. His family purchased the Sherwood Forest Plantation from relatives in 1975 and oversaw its restoration. Tyler had spoken publicly of his family's history. In 1996, he purchased and financially supported the preservation of Fort Pocahontas. Beginning in 1997, Tyler sponsored annual American Civil War reenactments at Wilson's Wharf. In 1997, he collaborated with the William and Mary Center for Archaeological Research to assess and research Fort Pocahontas. In 2001, he donated $5 million and 22,000 books and documents, wow, from his father, who, remember, would be a son of John Tyler. To the College of William and Mary Department of History. In 2012, he told New York Magazine he didn't have much interest in modern politics. Around that year, the college renamed the department the Harrison Rufin Tyler Department of History. in his honor. Tyler suffered a series of mini strokes in 2012. He was diagnosed with dementia. He passed away at his home in Richmond on May the 25th of 2025. So the first 10 presidents, we no longer have any surviving grandchildren of any one of them. I tried to look up who the surviving grandchildren were from, who is the earliest serving president with surviving grandchildren. Google wouldn't cough that up, and I don't feel like trying to do it online right now, since evidently the internet is intent on embarrassing me. All right, let's get caught up in the chat. It's because we're all such harmful people here. Well, I do have lots of harmful material, although I do want to announce that I finally had a copyright strike overturned. For me, and I intend to save this one to Rumble, but the most important episode that I did over the course of all these years, these 2 years of streaming, was the one where I verified in front of all of you online that 10 lies being told about Orange Man. I verified that 7 of those lies were in fact lies, that it was legitimate to say that those lies had been erroneously reported as truths. And the other 3 basically just depended on your viewpoint and what website you wanted to trust. But the other 7, I pretty much proved incontrovertibly that unless CNN or MSNBC, because I use left-wing sources for all of them, unless they're lying about having lied before, in which case, why am I even bothering? Mikey Sousa 4, by the way, first time that the Oklahoma City Thunder have been to the NBA Finals, I believe. Guessing you're picking them over the IND Pacers. I have almost zero interest in sports, sadly. But yeah, I suppose since it is Oklahoma and, at least we have sports, we got something going for us, then sure thing. Come on, Thunder, get it done. They evacuated the city, must have been warranted. Yeah. I guess so. You know what? I will just read what happened a month ago, because I guess that's close enough to news in Oklahoma, because that's how we roll. That's just how we roll. All right, let's share. All right, let's go ahead and read about it, even though it's a month old. The city of Eureka issued voluntary evacuation. The exact time of the release was not at the time known, and evidently it doesn't matter now because they're not telling me what happened. But the city says it could occur within the next 24 to 48 hours. The city is urging residents in potentially affected areas to begin preparing immediately, and that the evacuation will become mandatory once the gates are opened. So I guess they were opening the floodgates. Ooh. Officials anticipate that water levels will exceed those seen in the past 24 hours. Emergency personnel, including the Taylor Swift water team. What's that, Cassie? Oh, it's not Taylor Swift. It's just Swift. I'm sorry. My overpaid assistant is telling me that it is not the Taylor Swift water team. It's just Swift. And the American Red Cross are on standby to assist residents if needed. Sandbags will be available at the Jefferson County District 1 barn, located at D Avenue and U.S. Highway 81. Volunteers are encouraged to assist with filling sandbags once distribution begins. And just on a personal note, I would rather be filling sandbags all day long than spend another day with my ex-wife. The Jefferson County Fair Building will serve as a temporary shelter for displaced residents. The city is urging the public to monitor official channels for updates on the dam release. And they really felt really emotional about this. evacuation status, and sandbag availability. This was written by Destiny Pittman, who is a digital content producer at News 9. She joined the team in June 2024 after graduating from the University of Central Oklahoma with a degree in professional media. Her response to the tired blogger not getting monetized was, nah, no boo-boo. Ashlyn, no, she has no idea who I am. She's probably a wonderful person. So hopefully she can take a joke if she hears this. If not, well, it was nice knowing you guys. Mikey Souza 4, basketball is here. The boring ladies at WNBA now have their 3-month season underway. Huzzah! Well, they're only... No, I'm not going to say it. I got to be good. Yep, the damn burst. Damn it. Darn that damn. Right, Gorilla? All right. Gorilla's ham hand. It would be Grover Cleveland's grandson, George Cleveland. Really? That's okay. Grover Cleveland grandson. There. Sir. And he looks like Grover Cleveland. Time magazine talks about how he feels about Donald Trump. Like that. Everything has to be about how Orange Man is bad. You just need to talk to Google like it's a crayon eater. Filling sandbags suck. Counting sheep, not Taylor. Oh, that's too bad. I hear her music sounds a lot better when attenuated through several thousand tons of water. Yeah, Gorilla, but Curtis is X. Yeah, that's my point. I know that filling sandbags and hauling sandbags sucks, but yeah, I would rather do that for the rest of my life. I wish I could share the Weird Al song. I'd rather fill sandbags from this moment until the minute that I die than spend one more minute with you. Maybe the cause that she didn't suck was the problem. But hey, Jeff B., I just realized you're a wrench. If you want to share any articles, please do. It might make your tired blogger's job easier, since evidently he's not good at looking stuff up, and I'm just not good at talking to crayon eaters. All right, how much time have we got left? Let's do a couple of advertisements, and then we might share some non-partisan things that I've found on Twitter. I want to share the screen. Who do I want to advertise for first? I'm going to go with my standby. Actually, no, I'm not. I am going to do this. YouTube, ba-doo-boo. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm going to start with Fluff Chick Productions. Since she is one of my paid Patreon members, she's technically a paying quote-unquote advertiser. Or I could show the thumbnail ideas. Okay, first Fluff Chicks, then thumbnail ideas. So Fluff Chick Productions, here she's on here with... yeah, I'm not sharing, so you can't see it. That might be good. Let's share the screen. She has been going on there with Sci-Fi Mombi Studios, presenting Orville watch parties. She's got cute little stuff. This isn't her, though, I don't think. No, this is her. New and old gear. Hopefully she's okay with me playing some of her stuff. So, Connie, YouTube strike from you. I'm not advertising for you anymore. New and old gear.
The 2 mic setup is from my phone. It works pretty well. the camera I had for over 15 years. I got it
Wow.
from Christmas from my parents. Still works great. Just needs to be recharged when I do need to use it. The tripods and the light work great. Just need to be updated for batteries. Been using it a lot for trying out.
See, she's got a lot better setup than I do. Make it worth her while. Go check out her videos. Let's see if we can dig up a video with a cute little bird on it. Birds. Oh, YouTube. Brr. Sometimes I hate YouTube. Thanksgiving decoration, which is cool, but I want birds. Stupid YouTube. Stupid YouTube. Here we go. Let's see what this is. Pumpkin patch. Okay, it's not birds, but it's cool. I better mute it though, or I will get a strike. A pumpkin patch, I believe. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. I want birds. I want birds, YouTube. Let's see. Evidently, YouTube prefers to advertise your crafts, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. Birds, birds. I want birds. Let's see what this is. This looks cool. Oh, it's all snowy. Okay, I won't play the music, but it's playing a Bing Crosby Christmassy song. Somebody else's puppy. It's a cute puppy, but it's not Fluff Chicks. Stupid YouTube. YouTube's stupid. I think YouTube is stupid. Let's just look up Fluff Chick Productions. Maybe we can get the channel up. Here we go. We have birds. Wild Hogs Watch Party with the Gorillas. The Other Side of Midnight. She's a bit of a celebrity in her own right, so I've already shown the really cool thing where she turned a pumpkin into an eyeball. That was amazing. Let's get to the shorts. I'll bet that's where all the cool birds are. There's other cool things. Anyway, maybe Fluff Chicks is her... I was thinking there were birds, but maybe not. Maybe Fluff Chicks is where she does her crafts, and Connie Cleary is where she does her birds. But check out both channels and be good to someone who's actually helping me out. So, aha! Connie Cleary. I know Connie's still looking for those elusive red cardinals, right? Gorillas. She might not claim you, but the music she uses might. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But hopefully the 2 seconds was not enough to do something. And if so, I'll just edit it out later. Blah, blah, blah. Stupid YouTube. So let us now go to Twitter. And only because I promise not to be partisan, I'm not going to share the things going on. Resliger. Oh, hey, cool. Gorillas. Oh, wow. Look at these. Okay, let us partake of the voice of Northern Oklahoma. Do, do, do. Look at that. Take a look at that. That's a thumbnail. That's the way a thumbnail ought to look. Why can't Grok and anyway? Voice of Northern Oklahoma. Here we've got like the plains and some of the trees, and we don't have many hills, but that they look a lot like that. This looks kind of like the edge of Gloss Mountains. That's really cool. And then pay no attention to the partisan stuff that's on my Twitter feed. Here we go. The voice of Northern Oklahoma here. Oh, yeah. Like maybe part of the Cimarron River or something. Nice, nice. And then let's see what this one shows. Oh yeah, that's Kloss Mountains right there. And then all the waving wheat that sure smells sweet when your allergies are being such a pain. And a microphone implying a podcaster knows what he's doing. Ha ha ha. Okay, maybe not. Cool beans. Hey guys, let me know in the chat which of those do you think I should use. If you don't know, I'll just share something else. Connie is sharing a video. What? Wait, Mikey, I really thank you, Miss Connie, for your continued efforts. Fluff Chick is the second channel. That short is from her first channel. Let's take a look at that. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you guys need to see that. I'm not going to play the noise, but I'm going to show you some cute little birdies. More baby Quakers. Love the baby Quakers. Look at them. They're like, give me worms. Give me worms. Give me pets. Give me crackers. Gosh, aren't they cute? I hear Cassie outside. There must be a squirrel. I was silly enough to leave her outside. I should have left her inside so I could show her to you guys. Quakers, Quakers, Quakers. Fluff Chick. Gorillas likes the river one. So, yeah. I may just start using those if that is okay. I hope so. I would hope so. And you can get 10% of the take since I almost never make anything. Oh, sorry. Quaker birds, Quaker birds. All righty. So let us do one more advertisement and then we shall call it as dream. All right. I hate it when I reset things. The other day I cleared my cache and all that because everything was running slow. And now everything's like, I don't remember anything that you did. Log in. Log in. Come on. It may not let me log in. Okay. Canada. Search Facebook. Ha 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 ha. Things worked out. Ha ha, poofy Meta. You failed to stop my efforts to be spiffy. Here we go. We've got Canada's canines at Whiskey Flats. Even if they weren't paid advertisers, they have such cute dogs. It's hard not to show them. Look at them. They breed Great Danes and Cavalier Kings Charles Spaniels. The puppies come with AKC regs and vet records. Look at this sad little puppy. This was March 19. Puppy has since been sold, but look how sweet he looks. Look at those puppies. Sold Memorial Day special, half price. Again, they're all sold though. So I'm just advertising for them, mainly for practice and also because they're just so cute. Look at those dogs. Look at that sweet little face. You just want to kiss it. And here is Hamish. big old Great Dane. He's not even a year old yet, and he's already bigger than my dog. And here's the little puppies with the waggy tails. Look at the waggy tails. Oh my goodness. These aren't just puppies. These are parts of your family. They are not bred in a puppy mill. Look at that. Look at that. He's going to eat that puppy. It's so cute. These are bred by people who love their dogs and vet the people. They're not just going to sell to just anybody. Their prices are pretty reasonable considering that they're like purebreds and stuff. So please check them out. You can reach them at SoniaKennedy@yahoo.com. That is not Red Sonia. That is Gary Canada's wife. So kind of be respectful, even though I make jokes about Red Sonia. That's Sonia Kennedy with a J. So it may be Sonja. I am Sonja Kennedy. I know Kung Fu. SonjaCanaday. Sonia Kennedy at yahoo.com. Yahoo. And they can be reached via telephone at 580-628-1674. That number again, 580-628-1674. Tell them the Tired Blogger sent you, and they will at least know what you're talking about, unlike some of the other people that I try to send people's ways. All righty. Thank you, Gorillas. You're very kind. I'm just being silly. For a movie you will never forget, whether it's a good thing or bad is up to you. And there's a movie, and I think you're going to be playing that at 5. Is that Eastern or Central Time? I think you usually. And then check the stream X after the stream. Very good, very good. I am going to call it a stream, even though it hasn't been an hour. I'm worn out, sadly. And I want to just bask in the frustration that is YouTube and Google. Doobie 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 doo, Scooby Scooby doobie doo, Scooby Scooby doobie doo. That isn't actually my face. It's kind of similar to the way I looked maybe a decade ago when I was about literally 50 pounds lighter. But it's close enough. It's always central because we are the center of everything. Hell yeah! So 5 o'clock. I know I'm going to try to be there. I know there's streams all over the place, but if y'all want a place to go, Gorillas Ham Thoughts is going to be playing a life-changing movie. I guess I made it a little over an hour, so not a bad length of time for a stream. I actually intend to keep these about an hour, so it's not like the other ones where I just dive pell-mell into a subject and give YouTube all kinds of reasons to hate me. But I would like to thank and also promote Connie Cleary. Please check out her channel. In spite of my lame efforts at promoting her, she has some really cool videos of crafts on Fluff Chick Productions and of birds on her original channel at Connie Cleary's. Please check her out. I'm pretty sure you're all subbed to her, but if not, you're a big poop head, and I'm just teasing. But please think about subbing to her if you have not done so already. Also, if you have not subbed to my other channel, Nothing to See Here, Citizen, which I see got 7 views and chats from Connie and a sheep. Please sub there because I am like 1 sub away from 50 followers on my next desperate gasping effort to hopefully get monetized sometime before I die. Thank you very much, John Ponterero, incredible supporter of this channel, one of my 3 paid Patreon members, the other 2 being Connie Cleary and the other one being Gary Kennedy. I don't think he has any material on his channels yet. I keep trying to sucker him into it. He's a really good musician, great human being. He's given me lots of support, lots of links, lots of prayers. I try to remember to pray every day, and I've been getting to where it's nearly every day, but pretty much every day when I pray, all of you guys are in those prayers. So, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Gorilla's Ham Hand Thoughts. Gorilla's Hammer Hand. He was the king of the Rohirrim. Check out his stuff. He's got some wonderful music. He's got wonderful watch parties, cigar lounges, commentary, watch parties of politics. He was with us when we watched Canada. With all due respect to you, Mikey, because I say this with grief, but when Canada just slid into despair during the election, it was sad. But we keep praying and we keep loving our Canadian brothers, and I'm just grateful that they gave us Shatner. Spock! Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Accounting Sheep. Check out this wonderful gentleman. He has some great poetry, some great parodies, some great music. Right after the stream, I'm first going to check my Twitter, then I'm going to check his project, and then I got to get to the hardware store. I didn't advertise for them today, but they're good people, and they are where I go for my Let's Fix It projects. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Mikey Souza 4, another wonderful creator. He has lots of stuff. Reviews of A-Team, The Greatest American Hero, Star Trek, White Dwarf, fan films. I've learned so much about fan films from this gentleman, so please check him out. Send him some love. All of these creators are sadly, all of you deserve like 10 times the subscribers that you're getting. And it's probably because YouTube knows you hang out with me. We got 2-minute videos. We got stuff. And I'm also going to say hello and promote Resolute Germ. This gentleman has some really cool watch parties, some commentaries, and every other Saturday I'm going to try as much as I can, as much as he'll let me, to be on his channel making pointless comments about cartoons. This week's cartoon is gonna be Spider-Man and his amazing friends. I loved that cartoon when I was a teenager. I just thought it was so cool. Central is the center of everything. Mikey Souza 4, until I'm readily welcome to Canada by others, I'm just pleased to be with Suzanne every day. Our 2 beautiful black cats, Moon Pie and Deja Vu. Meet you all the way, Susanna, yeah, meet you all the way. Well, if Canada gets too hard, come on down to Oklahoma. You've been here, you know it's a terrible place. It's weather can be trying, but there are some really wonderful people out here, so you know you're welcome out here anytime. Just, don't stop at my house without calling. All right, everybody. I still haven't come up with a really cool call sign, but just know Oklahoma, where it's at, and Will Rogers would probably have something cool to say, but I don't. Oh, wow. Gorilla's Thoughts has given Oklahoma another reason for its fame and infamy. His mom got accused of being a hooker in Oklahoma City. I don't even know how to respond to that. I'm sorry, sir. That line that got you censored, maybe we should go to Oklahoma City and do some things like that to some people. All right. Well, I love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I've got some social media stuff to do, and then it's off to the hardware store. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope you don't get flooded away. Oh, gorillas. My dad got pulled over for going 85 and 65 and got a warning. Right on. Spoon! So the cop accused her of being okay. Well, we do have some interesting cops out here. That's all I'm going to say about that. Have a wonderful afternoon and evening.